EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And off we go from downtown Indy. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get it! 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Right to the air is Richardson. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
19 tight. 19 tight.
On first down, it's Richardson. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. And the Eagles recover the football.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go.
Let's go now.
You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A much more positive run here. That one good for 10, but it's still going to leave him with a third down coming up.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from them.
Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And the defense there to meet up. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Check smash. Check smash. Go.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 1.
Let's go. Check. Let's go.
They'll go again here with Taylor. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Richardson to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 3. Looking to throw, Richardson. The second down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Third down and 3.
Ready.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's a second and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up second and 3.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will score! Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indy. His 4th TD grab of the season. Now to try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Colts move out to a 7-3 lead.
Makes the score.
So after 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tarvarius Ward.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3
Hey, Smith.
at the 26-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. Finding space at the 15. To the pylon, he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. No problem there on the extra point, and the Colts extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. A throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's second down. He'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. They'll look to throw. There's Okonkwo open left side. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds.
Okay, ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. No, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ready,
second down, they need 7.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Out of a shotgun, Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with first and goal. Now this looks like a design run. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 4. It is 14-10. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the jump. Hey, third.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 41, here's second down and 4.
Come on. Set.
Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer. And you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Colts first down.
And the Colts first down.
Check smash. Check
First and
smash.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcat. 60.
Throwing, Richardson. Flush to his right. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
A
second down throw for Richardson. To the left side and taken in by down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Japanese, go!
Now it's Taylor. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
Brings up second and 1.
Ready? Tag! 70 Timberwolves. Steady.
He'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
Colts
Check.
first down.
Get it.
First and goal at the
18
6-yard
Cardinal.
line.
18 Cardinal. Get it.
They'll run here with Taylor. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Richardson gonna look to throw. Pull the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's third and goal.
Nice. Ready. 70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check up.
Throwing is Richardson. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down.
Down and goal.
Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. His kick is good. And the Colts going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. In motion, Okonkwo. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. And it's an incompletion.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Colts
First and 10 now from the 36. Now Richardson. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
Okay, break. Mustang 19.
At the 48-yard line.
Go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On first down, it's Richardson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Tap it. Tap. No, tap the 60. Tap the 60.
To throw, it's Richardson. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. From the gun on third down, Richardson. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Let's go. Gravity line. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go, Chap. Go, Chap. Let go.
On second down, here's a run with Carroll. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Schrader's kick is good. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for a third time today. He's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
Pass right side to down. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Colts. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry first, Greg. That was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Colts will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. "13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
Eagles, first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Kittle is the man in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play,
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
the best play action teams, Mike, what they do so well is they make every play before the snap look the same, whether it is run or whether it is pass. And making the defense have to identify and respect both options, that's the key to play action. Down and distance and pre-snap identification. If all those things are right, you don't even have to be that good of a run team to be very good on play action.
That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Man in motion is Smith. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Back to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Three, down.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Richardson. The throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Go.
Here's Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
3rd down, they need 5.
Let's go. 60 back.
Here's Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
To the goal line, it ends. Third down. Touchdown, Indy. His 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Raider now on for the extra point. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. So they'll try it again from 5 yards further back. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator. So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Okay, break. Down. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 8.
Stephanie. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun. Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Mustang 19. Hey, check that, check that. Street. Ready.
Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 41 yards.
Got ready. Cowboy 80.
32-yard line.
Like it. Cougar 19.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go check. Go check. Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Check smash. Check smash.
Fourth quarter commences. It's a run by Taylor. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal.
Come on, come on. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go street. Go, Reed. Go. Let go.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
24. Spencer Schrader is your kickoff for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. In motion, Okonkwo. They'll look to throw. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Moving outside the pocket. Off. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Sauce Gardner. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Ready?
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Go! Ready, ready?
On the ground, it's Taylor. Wow, that 360 spin helping him out there. He'll get forward, and we'll give him 6 yards on that one.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On second down, Richardson. There's that man again, another catch. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Colts.
Here's first and 10.
First and 10
Hey, check
at the
that.
23-yard line.
70 lock, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he will score again. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point is up and through, and the Colts are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive will start on the ground. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll work now on second and 4. Here's a designed run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Here we go, Reed. Kirk. Liking 18. Go.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Check match. Ready? 19 Tiger.
They go right back to Taylor. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Kirk. Right there. Here we go. Panther 60. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Second and 10.
Come on, Big Lion. 70 Lions. Ready.
On the give, this is Taylor. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
To the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4.
Street. Tag. Bronco 80.
They'll run with Giddens. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On play action, the rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Now whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this. We're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Man in motion is Smith. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.